Is there something in your life you want to accomplish? Do you have a passion you want to create? Well, you have the power to unleash your passions, because the power is within you the entire time. Imagine living day to day as you move closer to your passions. And the way you do this is by using the power of intention. When you use the power of intention and write them down, you will be able to live a more day-to-day path towards where you want and make incremental steps and get back on path. This is because, ladies and gentlemen, abracadabra, anepneo, hocus pocus, alakazam, and everyone's favorite, please. Words are magical. That is why they call it spelling. Some of you get that tomorrow. The words you use are very important in your life, as positive words can unleash your passions and desires and set you on a path to the heavens, while negative words can send you to the depths of hell. That is why they call them curse words. Did you see what I did there? Of all the words that you use, there are no more important words than the words that you speak to yourself. See, I can read your mind. And you have said some terrible things to yourself. I mean, just imagine yourself just stuck in this room with one of the people you love the most and this really jerky stranger who's just sucking every negative thing you ever thought about yourself into his mind and telling this person you love. Chances are that person who's saying those things is not leaving that room alive. And you say terrible things to yourself every day that you would never say to someone you love. You can be your own worst enemy. I know. I used to be my own worst enemy. I used to tell myself a lot of terrible, terrible things. You're not good enough. You're not good looking enough. And honestly, my favorite of all time was, nobody really likes you. That is until one day when I picked up this book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, where she said that I could use affirmations in the mirror to change my way of being. But I thought to myself, well, talking to myself out loud, isn't that crazy? And then the book said, well, you're talking to yourself out loud right now. No? Touché, book. And that is when I decided to use the most powerful word. For if I were to believe someone else likes me, I have to love myself. And that is why I decided every morning that I was going to stand in front of a mirror and say, I love you. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I love you. No, you don't. Ouch. When you first start trying to change your mind, you might hit a little resistance, but keep on going. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I love you. Soon, you'll get to the point where you're uncomfortable. And when I got uncomfortable, I got excited because I thought I was improving. And I decided no matter where I saw a mirror, I was going to say out loud, I love you. Just not in the men's room. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I love you. Yeah, you do. Just imagine what it takes to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, and just know that you mean it. That feeling of elation. I was ecstatic, if you will. And I can understand some people in here not like the word love. It might make them feel like, ew, I don't ew. But what are some words that you would like? Think of a word right now that's important to you, that if you embraced it would change your life forever. Go ahead and shout it out. Respect. Appreciation. Awesome. Passion. Do you feel that? Just those few little words. You can feel the energy rise in this room. You can feel your life changing. And that is the power of words. Because when you unleash the powers of words in your life, you can move mountains. Especially if you write them down. There's a certain power to writing down your intention, writing down your words, because you are declaring to yourself, this is how I'm going to live my life. And also, when things don't go the way you planned, it kind of helps you get back. For once in my life, things didn't go the way I wanted it to. So I continued down my path. It started in 2010 when I joined Toastmasters. And everyone in this room knows what Toastmasters is, obviously, because we're here. And when I joined Toastmasters, I decided I'm going to write down my intention. I'm going to change people's lives and improve my public speaking for the betterment of all mankind. I wrote it down, and I went to my first meeting all nervous. And soon I was giving my nervous icebreaker. Then I was improving every speech. But then I learned about something called the International Speech Contest. I had a chance to become the world champion of public speaking. Well, at the time, I was only on my 6th speech, which is the bare minimum you need to be able to compete in the World Championship of Public Speaking. But I decided to go for it. I'm going to go for the win because I want to improve and maybe speak in front of other people and maybe my message will be heard. So I picked up this audio tape by Rory Vaden called The Audience Isn't in Your Underwear, which really helped. And I decided since I'm not the best public speaker at this time, I'm going to overpower them with passion. And overpowered them with passion at the club level, overpowered them with passion at the area level, overpowered them with passion at the division level, and in my first time ever, I overpowered them with passion and made it all the way to district level. And it may sound like I'm bragging, and that's because I am. I didn't place my first time at district, but man, was I excited. I knew I was coming back next year. Unfortunately for me, I went to a stronger division than I was before, and I didn't make it. Every speaker was really, really good, especially Leonovsky, a Russian juggernaut of a speaker. And I decided that I was going to go all Rocky on Leonovsky. Bring this back to America. Yeah! I enlisted the help of Andy Dooley to look over my speech. He is the brother of Mike Dooley and a professional speaker himself. I practiced my speech, went through my montage of practicing my speech, watching my recording, chasing chickens, just like Rocky. And I first practiced my speech and went to the club contest. It went well. And there I was at the area contest, completely in the zone. I did such a great speech that the distinguished Toastmaster, John Smiley, told me, that is the best I ever heard you speak, Brett. Dang right it was, John Smiley. As I was sitting there, waiting for them to announce who was going to win, the lady who was carrying their awards, when they're mentioning the next round of speakers is going to the division, she tapped me on the shoulder and was like, I bet you're going there. You're darn tootin' I am, random lady. And that's when they said it. Second place, Brett Dupree. Curse word, 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 curse word. There was no doubt in my mind that I was going to make it. I was distraught. I mean, here I was going through the montage of my speech, and I trip and fall while chasing the chicken. Curse word, curse word. Oh man! And get this: the person who won 2 weeks before gave the speech at my club to practice for the contest, and guess who his evaluator was? Me. Guess whose suggestions he took? Mine. I got up, putting on my best smile I could, accepted my award as graciously as you can accept something you really, 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 really don't want. I have to represent. I can't be a bad sport. I have to represent my club and represent Toastmasters. I was hoping putting the right amount of chairs away that it makes it look like I'm not just storming out, even though I just wanted to throw the chairs. as I sat in my car, just so disappointed, I asked myself, why am I even in Toastmasters? And that is when I remembered my intention. You want to be a better public speaker. You want to change people's lives. You're right, intention. That is why I'm a Toastmaster. Well, are you being a better speaker? You're right. I am. I'm improving every year. Is being in this contest making you a better speaker? Yeah. Me practice for this contest improved my ability to public speak. In fact, every Toastmaster should be in a contest. And are you changing people's lives? Well, I've actually had people come up to me and tell me my speech touched them and that they really liked it. And even if I only changed one life per speech at most, even in the smallest way, it's totally worth it. It is so much fun getting up there. And because I remembered my intention, I remembered why I come to Toastmasters every week. I remember why I want to improve my speaking. Not just to become the world champion of public speaking, even though that would be freaking awesome. My goal and my desire is to be the best public speaker I can be. And be the best that I can be. Because sometimes in life, things don't go the way you want. And when you write down your intention, you're doing what Stephen Covey says, is you're beginning with the end in mind. And it helps you keep focused. For like an airplane, if you're flying from Seattle to Atlanta, it does not fly in a straight line, no matter what Indiana Jones's movies say. It zigzags, because wind will knock it off its course. Turbulence will cause it. But the intention for it to go to Atlanta keeps right in the course. So I challenge you today, whenever you decide to pick up something great or want to make a change in your life, to write down your intention. Use the power and magic of words to excite you, make you ecstatic towards your goal, and keep you on track. And if you keep this up, your life will be amazing. So go out there and be amazing. Man, I'm Toastmaster.